Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Rich and Apollo, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Apollo's ability to understand and respond to all of his obedience commands. The first thing that we want to take a moment to introduce is the training equipment that we're using. We're using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and Rich keeps the bulk of the leash folded in his right hand. That leaves his left hand free to give the correction, and the only correction that we give is a little tug and let go on the training collar. And that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. We're using a new training collar for Apollo. We'll explain that to you and go over with you how to use it during your follow-up training session. Now Apollo is sitting very nicely at Rich's left, which is where all of our obedience training start and stop. And I know that you've had some instruction in obedience, and so has Apollo, and he's very, very good at it. We've just tried to improve everything that he already had. So he's sitting at Rich's left, and the first exercise that they're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. Now heeling is a position, which he's in right now. It's also an exercise. The command is Apollo, heel. And at this point, his job is to walk next to you. Notice where Rich's left hand is on the leash. He's got Apollo right up close to him. He's not letting him have a lot of free rein on the leash, because if this size dog gets up ahead of steam, he can pull you right off your feet. So we keep him close. His job is to walk close to us, next to us, and paying attention to us, not to the distractions that are going on around him. When Rich stops his feet, each time he stops, Apollo has been taught to sit automatically without being told and wait for his next command. So when you stop to cross traffic or stop to talk to someone, he should be sitting quietly at your left and waiting for his next command. A dog this size cannot be military in his execution. It takes him a while to get it all together to do any command. There's just so much of him. Now the next exercise that Rich is going to demonstrate is the stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command. Rich is going to use his left open palm and the one-word firm command to stay. Your long sit-stay when you're practicing at home is for 1 minute, working up to 3 minutes, and you should practice this indoors as well as outdoors. When Rich returns back to him, he will walk all the way around him, returning back to heel position, back where he started, and he will give him the next command, and he's going to tell him to heel again. You'll always have to tell him what's expected each time that you move away from that heel position. And he walks very nicely with Rich. He's been out in the neighborhood, he's been exposed to other dogs and people, and he is manageable in all those situations now. Nice sit. Rich leaves him in a stay. And now we're going to demonstrate the recall, or the come on command. You do use his name, and you lighten your tone of voice, and you call him and have him come sit right in front. Comes in and he should sit, not jump all over you. And we're teaching him some exercises that help to develop his attention span and maturity. We know that now that we know him well, we know that he's immature for his age. He's still a puppy at heart. And what we're trying to do is tone that down and make him more manageable for you. Practicing these exercises really help to exercise his brain and help to keep him under control for you. Rich is going to have him sit again. He's going to leave him in another stay. And he'll demonstrate that recall exercise again for you. He should come right in front, and he should sit facing you. If he starts to jump, you saw what Rich did, no, and gave him a quick little correction. And then he goes back to heel and back sitting. Very good. And now we're going to demonstrate for you Apollo's down commands. Now I know that you know he did these before, but what we've tried to do is run them together in an exercise that you can practice at home every day. Take turns, because whoever works him in obedience is who's going to get the most respect. Rich is going to use the open flat of his palm straight down toward the ground and the one-word firm command to down, and then he leaves him in a stay. Do this down, stay right in your living room or wherever he is while you're eating dinner. When Rich returns back to him, he will walk all the way around him as he did on the sit stay as an additional distraction. He praises him. And we'll show you that down from a heel position one more time. Nice sit.
Down.
Perfect down.
Stay.
And I even noticed the day that you dropped him off, when you corrected him and gave him some instruction, he responds well. He really is a big baby at heart.
Squirrels above our heads.
Oh, we got squirrels. And now Rich is going to heel him out of that, and we're going to demonstrate his down from a distance. So he brings him around again to get his attention and his focus back. He's going to have him sit. Always have him seated before you put him into a down. He leaves him in a stay. He walks out to the end of his training leash, and this time he uses his right hand to give the command, and this is the down from a distance. And Rich returns back to him. Now we've demonstrated for you all of the formal obedience commands that Apollo has sharpened his skills while he's been here and been exposed to a lot of distractions and behaving well when he's out in public. We've enjoyed having him. He's been really a lot of fun. He always comes up with new things to make us laugh. We will see you soon, and thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.